Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest tonight is a one-man comedy machine you know from movies, commercials, and stand-up specials. He now stars in the new film, Borderlands.
Stop! She's coming with me!
I'll leave you alone for 10 minutes. Get in the car.
It's okay, he's with me. Wish I wasn't.
Get in the car! Wait for me! What did I tell you?
Minimal explosions!
I said no explosions.
Hey, no pressure or anything, but I'd love to come inside if you get a chance.
What are you doing?
Just hoping you can reach out and scoop me up. You don't have to stop to get back. Go easy on the merchandise.
Here they come.
Please welcome back to The Late Show, Kevin Hart.
Such a good audience.
Yeah.
All the time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I like these people.
They're lovely
Every
people.
time I come in, they make me feel good about myself.
I know you were just profiled on 60 Minutes, which is kind of a nice milestone.
Yes, yes.
And Anderson Cooper was the correspondent who
Yes.
covered, and you guys went to the gym.
Yeah, I took him to my gym.
Let me ask you something. How fit is Anderson Cooper? Because he loves those tight black T-shirts.
Yes,
But
yes.
is it all just kind of for show? Is it Anderson Cooper 360, or is it like more like 210 at
No,
most? What
no,
can he,
no.
You guys bench or anything?
Anderson, no, we didn't bench because I told Anderson, I said, you're not here to prove a point. You're here to get a good workout in. So I don't need you to try to do what we do and try to keep up. Anderson came in.
Wait a second.
What?
That's so insulting to Anderson Cooper. Anderson, you're an old man. I
Yeah.
don't want you to pull anything.
Yeah, I'm clanging and banging, right?
I'm
So I'm
sorry,
in
you're
there
what?
clanging and banging. That's what I
Okay,
call
sure,
it. I'm in there
sure.
moving stuff around. You understand what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah.
So Anderson, I don't want you coming in here hurting yourself. I want you to come in and have a good workout. Anderson not only came in and completed the workout, he didn't bitch or complain. Like there was moments where I was like, oh, he's gonna blow. Like I thought he was gonna throw up
Really?
a couple times. Yeah, he was close.
What is this workout? How hard is
It's a full body workout, hit workout. I don't half-ass.
How long does it take?
Like an hour and a half.
If I did your
You wouldn't
workout,
make it. You would not make it. Yeah, you would not. You would not make it.
how do you know?
Well, I know.
Maybe I'm secretly fit. I'm just hiding it under this doughy physique.
Yeah, no.
Just to throw off my enemies.
By the way, I'm not saying that you're.
Are you guys like doing burpees and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
it's a lot of stuff. It's full body. It's a continuous workout. Like you don't stop. So if you're doing dumbbells, you go from dumbbells to pull-ups to burpees to a minute cardio, step, repeat 5 times. Then you go to the next thing 5 times, next thing 5 times. So you're doing 4 circuits, 5 hits. And it's called a hit workout. But Anderson did the whole workout. And by the way, I was very impressed. Like at the end of it, he was worn out. I said, yo, you didn't quit. Like that's very impressive. And I can tell that you are a in-shape guy. Like I can tell that this is what you do. You just don't do it at this level. But to make it through that, you have to have some type of condition.
You just had to put that dig in toward the
Well,
end.
it's
You
just
just had to.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a moment of honesty, that's all.
Well, congratulations are also in order because here you are down at the Kennedy Center receiving the Mark Twain Prize for
Thank
American
you.
Humor. That's lovely.
Yeah.
What a lovely.
Yes.
What was it like? I've presented. I've been somebody there who gets on stage and helps present the thing.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't have one yet, but what was that like for you? What was it like to be in that room?
Honestly, probably the biggest moment in my career to date, and not because of the award. Like, I think the award is amazing, the prestige behind it, what it means, the company that you're in, unbelievable. For me, it was more about my friends, right? My friends coming out and putting together an amazing evening that I had no idea about. So you're coming to the event and, I show up and Seinfeld, Chappelle, Rock, Nelly, Robin Thicke, J.B. Smoove, Nick Cannon, Regina Hall, Chelsea Handler. So many people, and I'm leaving some out, Keith Robinson. But these are like my really close friends in the business, and for them to take the time out of their schedules to celebrate me in any way, that's the moving part. When you get the reception of your peers that matter, I think that's bigger than any award. So it got a little emotional for me because my kids and everybody was there. Like we all work hard and we care about what we do. But when the ones you care about show you how much they care about you and doing the thing you do, it's a different level of love. So for me, that was much, much, much bigger than the award.
Who was the first person when you were a kid you went, oh, I want to be like that?
It wasn't necessarily be like, it was like I want to feel that. Eddie Murphy, when I saw Raw in my younger age, wasn't supposed to be watching it, so I'm sneaking.
No. That or Delirious.
And watching it. Yeah, it's like an old tape. My dad had it. I watch it, but the idea of that many people showing up for an event to laugh was insane. And it was like I want to feel that. I want to know what it's like for people to laugh at me in that capacity, and I think that's what triggered the idea of performing, because it wasn't necessarily on the stage, it wasn't necessarily attached to stand-up comedy. It was just doing anything that I could to get a laugh. Any room, I wanted to be the center of attention. Any classroom, I wanted to do the thing that would get the joke or the laugh. Any setting, school bus, banquet, anything where there was a volume of people where I could command the attention. In my mind, I was doing the thing that Eddie Murphy did. And by luck, opportunities came when I didn't see them coming, and the idea of stand-up was presented to me. I didn't go chase it. Somebody presented it to me, and then I fell in love with it after I discovered it that night at Amateur Night. But Eddie Murphy on a stage, people dressing up to come see him, and he's in his crazy outfits. I mean, if you look at what Eddie Murphy wore, it's really diabolical, like disrespectful.
Tight leather.
The ring on top of the glove, the blouse outside of the none of it made sense. I tell Eddie all the time to date, but the confidence to do it and do it in a manner where this is a good look and I'm about to give you guys these jokes, it was mind-blowing to me. So
here's some good trouble. You hosted in May the Netflix roast of Tom Brady.
Yes.
Which was just nominated for an Emmy.
Yes.
For Outstanding Variety Special. The other day, you said this about Tom Brady. In this roast, he did for our climate of sensitivity what was necessary. What do you mean by that?
I think that people have been waiting for, the edge to return in comedy. And it's not that it ever left, but there's been a tiptoeing approach to what edge is or what it could be. And although in a time where I think we've been, everybody's been put in a position to be more aware of feelings and more aware of the impact of words, which is unbelievably right? Like you should be aware. We should be respectful. But in doing that, I think there's also imbalance in how you approach the craft of comedy. And it was sensitized. It was so sensitive for a moment that even the best of the best kind of stepped away for a second. In this roast, it has to be rough. It has to be hard edge. It has to be hard hitting.
It has to be incredibly uncomfortable.
It has to be, or else it's not a roast.
What's the hardest you've ever been roasted?
I mean, there's so many. I can't even put a count on it. I
have some of them right here. Regina Hall.
Okay, all right. Well, that's.
Regina Hall.
Yeah.
Kevin really cares about the quality of the check, not the project.
Yeah.
Chris Rock at the Mark Twain Awards. Kevin's a smart businessman. He's the first person who ever got paid to get the Mark Twain Prize. Little Dicky, the rapper, every year this guy comes out with 40 different projects, and for at least half of them, you watch and you think, oh, he must be doing this only for the money. Seinfeld saying that when you come to the Mark Twain Prize, when you do something like this, the person owes you after he does it, and he goes, do you think I'm doing this because I owe Kevin Hart a favor, or maybe I like the idea of Kevin Hart owing me a favor? I'm not gonna tell you. I can't think of much Kevin Hart can do for me. Can you? I don't want to be in Jumanji. That's beautiful. That's love right there.
If you do not appreciate the writing an approach to the joke, then you're missing the joy of what's being done. See, it's not about the evil. It's not about the hard hitting like context that you're talking about. It's about it's about the joke. It's about like how good you are at the craft. It's about the approach.
I appreciate that. Like, 'cause I've gotten in trouble for a lot of things that I've said, a lot of jokes that I've done over the years. And to paraphrase Dave Chappelle, I think I might be 80% comedian and only 20% human, because if I see somebody say something they got in trouble, a joke that I got in trouble for, I usually think, oh, I can see why he's going to get in trouble for that, but man, he really landed that beautifully.
It's a great
I'm
bit.
really like, oh, he dropped that dime into a cup from like 10 feet away.
You have to appreciate the craft. And I think, you know, for a little bit of time, I just feel like people overlooked the craft and you forgot what the craft was about. Tom Brady put himself in a position to be the joke, and he sat in that space or in the pocket, which is what he does very well, comfortably for 3 hours. 3 hours. He took all those jokes. 3 hours. Some of the hardest, craziest damn jokes ever. And he sat there and smiled. And at the end, he said his piece and he waved. And at the end of it, the roast was the best live event ever. And Tom, he got some like residual stuff probably from some loved ones. And he was like, yo, I wish I had approached it differently now that I think about it. But in that moment, Tom was willing to have fun with the idea that these are all jokes. Nobody means this. Nobody's maliciously trying to attack you or ruin you. It's coming from a place of love. Comedy and laughter brings joy. Don't ever mistake the joke for an evil attempt. It's a joke. Now,
sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if the idea of funny isn't perceived, well, that just means I missed. It doesn't mean that I was trying to do something wrong. I missed. Sometimes we miss. So I would like an opportunity to go and redefine it, reconstruct it, and let me shoot it again. Hopefully this time it's better. But that's the joy of the craft, figuring it out. I think in the times of old, we got to a place where we didn't let people figure it out. It was like they said it once, you meant it, down that, and that's it. You are done, buddy. Well, wait a minute. I just missed. That's like getting booed. You get booed, I get a chance to come back and win the crowd over again. It's not just one show.
Right.
If it was just one show for every comedian, comedy would be stupid.
What is it like? I'm just curious, what is it like for a joke not to work? I've never had that experience.
That's a tough
before.
one. I don't know. I don't know that.
You know why?
I don't know. Yeah.
Because I have an editor.
That's right.
Let's get to the heat of the meat here. You're in the new act.
Tom Brady. No, sorry.
Important question.
Still at the roast. Still at the roast.
Important question. Could Tom Brady do your workout?
Tom?
Yeah.
Tom knees ain't no. No.
He couldn't do it anymore?
No, Tom not doing a lot of stuff with his knees. Tom gonna work out though. Tom is a very fit guy, but Tom's, you know, everything is calculated and smart up top. So Tom's approach to working out is different. It's probably very diligent and accurate to the things that he knows he needs to perfect.
But he could not keep up with Kevin Hart.
No, absolutely not.
We'll be right back with more Kevin Hart, everybody. Stick around.